Good morning and welcome to my six top tips to what you should be looking to buy and invest in the real estate market here in the UAE in 2025. Thank you first of all to all of those who have been in touch with me, who I've helped to buy a property, whether it's a home or an investment for you and your family. It's been absolutely amazing getting to know all my clients in person, from obviously, first finding me here on YouTube channel. And thank you to all of those in advance who will be choosing to do business with me this year in 2025. Remember, a portion of all that I earn from the sales goes towards the orphanages in Uganda, and we're also going to be increasing the other orphanages that we're going to be working with. So thank you so much in advance. So what are my top 6 tips for where you should be purchasing and investing in 2025? Remember, everybody has a different opinion. None of us have a crystal ball. So this is just from what I see on the ground day in, day out. I'm on the streets. I'm talking to buyers. I'm talking to sellers. I'm talking to developers. I'm seeing transaction close. I'm hearing what is in and what is out. So when you are speaking with me, you are getting up to the date, minute information, data, analysis, and what's actually happening on the ground, okay? So my first top tip are actually, and I've been saying not apartments, but I'm now going to slightly change this in 2025. What I'm seeing is people are very, very interested in buying larger apartments. And there's a reason for this. So 3-bedroom apartments are looking to be more and more attractive. And the reason is this: we are very, very in short supply of townhouses. People cannot afford detached villas. So what do they need to do with such budgets? They then look to apartments instead. Plus, apartments have generally usually slower payment plans or longer payment plans, so it can help you with your cash flow or even just getting on the ladder, as opposed to buying a villa, which is a little bit out of the budget. So 3-bedroom apartments, watch this space. I truly believe are going to have a comeback in 2025, and also because generally developers have not been building enough 3-bedroom apartments. There are way too many studios, 1-beds and 2-beds, and as you know, I don't sell those apartments. However, 3-beds, there's usually only a sprinkling in every building, so they are in demand. They are short in supply, and I think that's going to be quite a little hot point to be looking at investing in 2025. Plus, they have more space, and generally, even if you wanted to buy as an investment, you could potentially lock up a bedroom, rent it out short term as a 2-bedroom, with the 3rd bedroom locked up with your private belongings. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, of course, are townhouses. Where would we be in Dubai without townhouses? Any of you that have already purchased a townhouse, congratulations. You know you've already made money. No matter what you bought, where you bought it, you have made money, me included. So congratulations to all of you that just bit the bullet and did it. So townhouses are still very, very, very much in demand. It's because, quite simply, they are the gap between an apartment, which people don't always want because they haven't got enough space, they haven't got a garden, they've got a young family, they've got dogs, pets, cats, etc. And villas obviously are a much larger budget. So townhouses, plus in Dubai, we just never built enough townhouses. You cannot go wrong with townhouses. Quite frankly, any townhouses that are ready now are in demand, and just as much as townhouses on payment plans. What I would say generally, what I'm looking at personally as well, is that I see more demand for 4-bedroom townhouses than 3-beds, because 4-bedroom townhouses can obviously hold a larger family without them having to go up in their budget. So tip number 2, townhouses, and in particular 4 bedrooms. And the other thing about a 4-bedroom is it's always a corner townhouse, so you've always got that private entrance and exit through the garden as well. Now, tip number 3, of course, where would we be without villas? So villas right now are just short in supply, and people are moving here, and the types of people that are generally moving here have larger budgets. They are not just moving for 1 or 2 years anymore, since COVID is over and the world's changed, and everybody is looking and assessing where they live and where they want to live and if they want to pay tax. And Dubai is ticking more and more boxes, not just Dubai, but the UAE. So for many, many reasons, which I have gone into in other videos. So villas that are ready. If you are looking for a villa that is ready, know that for any day that you go and view a villa, within a couple of days, that same villa will be sold. And I say this to all my clients, and they don't believe me how fast our market is. So do not come over here on a shall we say, a tourist trip, because you're going to buy a villa in 6 months. There is absolutely no point to that. That is why I do my videos here on YouTube, so you can get to know from the comfort of your seat, wherever you are in the world, the areas, because I do the drive-throughs. When you're absolutely ready with your funds, get in touch with me a couple of months before so we know what we're doing. I can give you some ideas and some feelers, and then we literally need to be ready to go. Our market moves very fast, okay? So ready villas, tip number 3. Now, if you are potentially an investor, then of course it also pays to be buying any old villas and doing them up. And quite frankly, any villa anywhere, as long as the location is good and the community is good, and of course that's what I can help you with, you will not do wrong. You will not go wrong with those types of villas. So renovation projects, you might be quite shocked at the condition of these villas. They're now 20 years old. They were built in a different time, different rules and regulations as to what was allowed to, to be designed and built to today. Plus, we're a modern world now. Things have evolved. So get those renovation properties, do them up, and you'll see for yourselves how well you're doing. But make sure you have an advisor who can tell you and steer you right into which communities work and which communities don't, because there's definitely villas that I would say there is no point wasting your money on, because they're in communities or parts of the city where nobody's going to come, and certainly not the clientele with the budget that you want to be selling it on and making a profit to. Okay, so tip number 4 are villas anywhere on the beach or the waterfront. And again, because of the number of high net worth individuals moving here, the number of wealthy people and clientele and families for tax-free reasons and others, people don't just want to move from their country here. I've heard this time and time again from my clients. You are moving here for a better lifestyle, not to lead the same lifestyle, and certainly not to go down in the world. So you want a beautiful home, you want on the waterfront, you want on the beachfront, and those locations are few and far between. I mean, essentially, if you look at waterfront properties, then you've got Palm Jumeirah, which is ready, but properties there start, and we're talking villas, right? A villa I talk about is defined as a detached villa. That's mean you can walk around the 4 sides. A villa is not a townhouse. A villa is not a twin villa. A villa is a detached home, and I'm always very clear on that. Those start today on the Palm Jumeirah, if you're lucky, 38 to 40 million dirham, and they won't be in a great state. So the budget, you need to be at that level. Now, if you wanted a waterfront and you don't need it right now, then I would strongly recommend we go onto the payment plans for off-plan properties and villas, of which I have many, starting from 18 million dirham on the Palm Jebel Ali. We've got resales happening there already, and you'll also start to see on my YouTube channel here a couple of options in Abu Dhabi that are up and coming as well. So watch out, any waterfront, beachfront homes. Tilal Al Gaf is doing very well. The Elysian, the Serenity, the Lanai Islands, they're in demand because they're on the water, and people are choosing to have this lifestyle now for their new homes. So tip number 5, I've just mentioned it briefly, is actually not Dubai, but checking out our other Emirates. Now, the 2 Emirates to be watching in 2025, and I am watching them very closely, are Ras Al Khaimah and Abu Dhabi. Now, why either? So Ras Al Khaimah is the emirate at the northmost tip of the UAE. Ras Al Khaimah is one of the 7 emirates, and it is where the first Wynn casino and from Vegas will be coming. So that will be ready at the beginning of 2028. And because of the casino and gambling industry, we don't have a major, shall we say, center for this apart from Macau, which is over in China. And then we also have obviously Vegas in the US. But if you look down the middle of the world here, geographically, there is no major hub, which is why Ras Al Khaimah and the Wynn Vegas that's coming here is going to do exceptionally well. So you want to be buying there, you want to be living there, or as an investment property there, or an investment property owner. So that is definitely one to watch. And then if we go to the other side of the UAE, the other end, we've got Abu Dhabi, which is the capital city of the UAE and the capital emirate. So in Abu Dhabi, I've now started doing some videos which are going to be appearing here on YouTube on some new projects. There's a lot of natural islands in Abu Dhabi around the mangroves. A lot of people kayak and stand up paddleboard. It's really beautiful. Abu Dhabi is approximately 1 hour's drive from Dubai, depending on where you're leaving in Dubai. And when the new Al Maktoum airport in Dubai is finished, which will be the world's largest airport, it will be a mere 35 minutes drive, which is really nothing in the thing. If you think about when you go somewhere on holiday and you usually have a transfer up to an hour without even blinking, okay? So Abu Dhabi is looking hot as well. Plus, a lot of the wealth is in Abu Dhabi. A lot of the family offices are set up in Abu Dhabi. The second wealthiest family in the world is the royal family of Abu Dhabi. The first wealthiest family, for your information, are the Waltons, who obviously own and run the Walmart conglomeration in the USA. So Abu Dhabi is rising fast, and it's also a large contender on the NBA scene for sports in the US, and there's a lot of sports celebrities and personalities that are looking at Abu Dhabi and eyeing the options there, so don't miss out on that. So what would I say about Ras Al Khaimah and Abu Dhabi? Again, going with what I've already been saying, I would be looking at townhouses and villas because we are in short supply in these cities. In fact, as a whole country, the UAE always built apartments for us as freehold property to purchase, and they never built enough townhouses and villas, especially in Ras Al Khaimah. More villas are appearing in Abu Dhabi, but for freehold there are still there's few and far between of supply. So what is out there now, there's some really, really great options. So think about that in your strategy for 2025. And the last of my 6 tips, and this is a very personal opinion, but a lot of my clients have said, Lucy, you should share this with others on your YouTube channel because it does make a lot of sense, okay? So remember, I feel the pulse of this market every single day when I'm speaking to you, my buyers, you, my sellers, you, my investors, maybe developers. I'm hearing on the street what people want, where people are moving to, where people are leaving. And this is what I would say. If you were to look at a map of Dubai and you were to draw a line from the Palm Jumeirah all the way across to the desert, so from the sea all the way across to the desert to around about Arabian Ranches 1, Arabian Ranches 2, and if you look at that line and then below it is towards Expo and Al Maktoum Airport and Abu Dhabi, and above it is the current airport towards Sharjah, I would say at that line and below is definitely where you want to be investing or buying or looking to move. This line, which is an invisible line, it is my opinion only. I truly believe and I see and I hear is where people are now looking to invest and move to. You want to go south of that line if at all possible. That's where the future is. That's where the appreciation is. So again, we can have a personal chat about that. Look at the description below. You'll see how to contact me and we can chat further. Now, I have a little bonus tips. This is like tip number 7. And that is this, that basically we are lacking a certain property. We're lacking a villa detached under 8 million dirham. As so many of you that are coming to me, you have budgets of about 5.5 to 8 million dirham and you want a detached villa and you just can't find them. Well, they don't exist. And quite frankly, if you did find a detached villa under that price, it's probably a project or developer that I don't sell. So let's just make it easy and say that there are no good quality villas that I would be selling and happy to sell to you under 8 million dirham. So you're watching thinking, well, what do? I don't have a budget of 8 million, Lucy, at least. What am I going to buy? I've got a large family. I want a detached villa. And so this is what I would say to you. You need to be looking at either very large twin villas, which is the side of a house. There might be 2 houses in one building. You're one side, they're another. That's a large twin villa or that's a semi-detached. Or you need to be looking at a 4-bedroom townhouse because you have the corner there. Or you'll need to go to a 3 or 4 bedroom apartment. So that's what people are doing. If you are under the 8 million budget and you're looking for a large detached villa, it is just simply almost impossible to find. I want to help you. I want to find you a solution. I have done for other clients. So get in touch and we'll talk through plan B. But what I love about Dubai is there are always new projects, there are always new launches, and there may not be something today, but developers are not stupid. They understand the market and the pulse and the demand. They know what you're looking for. We feed back to them as realtors, and they are listening. So get in touch with me and I can advise you as to what I truly believe will fit for you and your family's budget, whether you're a homeowner, you're an investor, or you're in between. And you know, for those of you that perhaps want to just get your foot on the ladder here, do a couple of you together, buy 2 or 3 people at once with one property, come in at entry level around about that 3.5 million dirham on a townhouse. You can't go wrong. That's what I'll be doing next. Thank you so much always for watching my videos here on YouTube. I wish you a very happy new year, happy holidays, and let me help you with your 2025 real estate investment plans here in Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah and Abu Dhabi. Et oui, je parle français, hablo español, and I cannot wait to help you and your family next. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and look at the description below for all my details. Take care, bye-bye.